lineman is a huge position in the NFL.
In my mind, you said Aaron Rodgers is the best player in the NFL. I think Aaron Donald's the best player in the NFL.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's the best player on the defensive side of the ball, but I don't think that a defensive tackle is going to, over the course of 6 more years, is going to elevate your team to a point where he's irreplaceable. I know that he's going to do big things. I get that, but a D tackle can only do so. He can only pressure the quarterback so much. I know it changes the whole layout of the game. But what if like other parts of your organization fall off? This isn't a complete game changer for them not to have Aaron Donald or for them to have Aaron Donald, in my opinion. I think that it's important. I think it's very important. I think they'll be a better team because of it. But I don't think it's like a total, like if you lose Aaron Donald, your team is in the toilet. That's what I'm saying. With the Packers or with OBJ, you kind of start to see that. Your team is in the toilet without that player.
I think it is because I think he's, like, people talk about how players can be like the quarterback of the defense. Like, he's much more than that. He is the quarterback of the defense. He's much more than that as well. He's so dominant in the run and the pass. And, like, the way that the Rams play defense through him sets up their offense to be able to do things that they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but so you think if they didn't have him, you honestly think that you think they would lose 3 more games than they
I think we would. I think they could easily give up at least like 12 points more a game, like something ridiculous. It's insane, like the way he affects game. Like he's in the backfield every single play as a defensive tackle.
I get it.
No one can run that way. And once they start putting in blitzes, like they have to go man on him, like one on one, and it's impossible.
Yeah, especially with Sue in the interior now because you can't double him anymore.
Yeah,
if you double him, you leave Sue open. So he's going to draw a lot of attention. I'm with you on that. Unfortunately, the only gauge of success we have in the NFL right now is games won. So I just don't think that he would cause them to lose or win more than 3 games just himself because of his position. That's all I'm saying. Now, the worst contract or the worst deal or the worst move made in all these 4 contracts, I unquestionably think it's Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
And so what was the details on that? Do you know the details on that trade? Deal?
So the Raiders traded Khalil Mack to the Bears. The Bears gave up, in 2019, next year's draft, they gave up a first-round pick and a 6th-round pick. The draft after that, they gave up a first-round pick and a 3rd-round pick. So they got 4 picks for Khalil Mack, and they signed him technically to an extension, so it's a new contract with the Bears. $141 million, 90 guaranteed. So Aaron Donald was the highest paid defensive player for one day.
Right.
Khalil Mack took the record. $3 more million guaranteed, $7 more million overall. I mean, it's a monster deal. It's
huge,
insane. And I would say that, like, Khalil Mack is obviously a great player. 2016 Defensive Player of the Year. He's had double-digit sacks every year he's been in the NFL. But I don't even think he's the best edge rusher in the NFL. You know what I mean? So I think that's a little crazy. He is younger than Aaron Donald. And one big thing I will say is that he has never missed a game. He started every single game since he's been in the NFL. And that is huge. Because you look at Aaron Donald, and he does have a history of some injuries. He's missed a few games. If has to be on the defensive line, he's going to have more injuries, like a big dude like that. Khalil Mack has never missed a game. So that's the one thing I will say. But giving up that amount of stake in the draft, especially the Bears who are still... Like, the Bears were awful last year. They're awful last year. People are really high on this year. They have the opportunity to be really good this year, but they still need so many more players to build on that. They give up so much draft capital for one player and so much cap space for one player, and it seems a little excessive.
You hit the nail on the head. The contract doesn't bother me because, like we said, one player gets paid a lot, the next man up. Yeah. And Khalil was the next man up immediately after Aaron Donald. That's the way it works.
And he waited. He said he was not going to accept a contract that was less than Aaron Donald's. Right. And so as soon as Aaron Donald signed a contract, the Raiders immediately traded him the next day.
But that makes sense. The part that I think we both are like, okay, this is like a little bit excessive for the Bears to give up this much is the draft picks. Yeah. 4 draft picks, 2 of them being first rounds in back-to-back years. That is insane, along with the money they're paying him. Yeah. Like, that's a lot of capital to be giving up.
Their first-round picks last year was Mitchell Trubisky, who is the quarterback of the future. This year was Roquan Smith, who has a chance to be one of the best linebackers, I think, in the league. So if you take away another 2 picks like that for the next 2 years, you're kind of cutting yourself short. Like,
you're banking on him changing your entire defense.
Yeah, just how Aaron Rodgers, Packers put themselves in a win now mode. Like, the Bears kind of put themselves hey, we're here to win now, but
they're not built for that.
Yeah, they don't have it yet. They have a lot of improving things going on for that team. And I think that's a really weird, especially because I think Akeem Akers is a pretty good defensive end there, who had double-digit sacks the past season. So it's a really weird move.
Yeah. I think so too. I think they gave up too much for it. But we gotta cut the video short because we're running out of time with all these numbers. We aren't mathematicians here, so we can't make it happen any quicker than it can happen. But make sure you guys tune in and keep it easy. Keep it easy.
Keep it easy.
Keep it easy. Keep it sleazy. Just keep doing what you guys are doing. You're doing a great job.
Greasy.
Don't be greasy.